Bill, let me just start with you and ask you about the SPAC explosion we've seen of late, and then the big drops over the past few weeks. It was an incredibly popular issue, and now seems to have lost institutional and retail support.
Well, you know, it's a typical story in Wall Street or in business that when something is too good of a thing to be true, it usually is. And we just had a lot of an influx of inexperienced players that were forming SPACs, and it's a glut, and frankly, and so the market has dried up somewhat, and so the SPACs that are presently out looking for transactions are having trouble in terms of selling a pipe and even closing the transaction, and they're facing redemptions. In our case, we just de-SPAC'd our BFT SPAC, and now we're trading as Paysafe, and I'm really pleased about that. But the thing that was different about our transaction is that we brought capital to the table. On my companies that I'm affiliated with actually invested roughly $1 billion in the pipe and in forward purchase agreements. So Paysafe was always a really protected asset. Besides the fact it's a great asset, and it has traded up from our initial announcement of our proposed transaction with Paysafe.
Yeah, to put it lightly, it was initially valued at $9 billion. It's trading 50% higher than its IPO. It's one of the few that's really held its value after the reckoning we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Phil, to what do you attribute that? I mean, you've got solid earnings growth and a big fat profit margin as well. Are investors' confidence going to stay that way?
Yeah, I think, look, we're a company. Sorry, Bill.
Sorry, Bill. I was asking Phil. I'll try and enunciate my B's and PH's more. Phil, tell me about your business. Why do investors have the confidence they seem to?
Yeah, I think Paysafe's a company that's been around for 20 years. We've got a really deep and wide group of clients that we've been serving for many years. We have digital wallets and eCash where we're digitizing payments. We're specialized and we're really good in deep verticals like iGaming and digital goods and fintech services. So just the secular trends are real. The profit and the margins are real. I think our partnership with Bill is also an incredibly huge asset. You know, Bill's track record and growth, plus the business that we have. So it really stands out as a specialized payment company, our ownership and our profile. So I do think it's very good quality. We've got good plans and clear plans of where we see more opportunities. So I think those aspects have really helped, lead to a good initial story, and we're really excited about the next chapter.
Yeah, Bill Foley, you mentioned the pipes, and this is one of the biggest. I think it's a $2 billion pipe at launch in Trasimene 2, BFT. Why do you think that's so helpful? And do you think that investors understand the importance of, the sort of vote of confidence that a big pipe really is?
Well, you're exactly right, Matt. Having a large pipe basically validates the transaction as it was created and priced with the seller. So in this case, Blackstone was the seller. They rolled a significant amount of their investment, which is a confidence builder. So they didn't take all their money off the table, but also in the way we sold the pipe between Phil and myself and Izzy and several other people, we really established and put the Paysafe story out there. And it was priced attractively. It wasn't priced with extremely high multiples, actually the low end of its comps. And all of those things put together really created the confidence among the investor base to invest in the pipe and then support the stock.
Phil McHugh, let me ask you about what's ahead for Paysafe. I know you've done a number of important partnerships, new deals with Microsoft Azure, AWS, Snowflake for web services and data analytics. How do you see the company changing in this environment?
Look, I think we're in a really good position. Mission one is we're a global leader in iGaming and we're really well positioned to win in the fast-growing U.S. iGaming space. So that's a big part for us. Two, like you said, with Microsoft and some other great clients, we're winning in streaming and online gaming and fintech services. We bring risk management, we bring wallets, we bring kind of global processing. And that combination, we're going to continue to win in those verticals. Partnering with Bill, we're also going to drive some operating leverage and scale, which is a big piece. And being public really positions ourselves. We're deleveraged, got a strong share price. We've got some clear views on where some M&A opportunities exist, and that's kind of the fourth pillar of growth where we see where we're really going to attack and see if we can find some great opportunities to expand Paysafe's offering even more.